Hey, it's Clinton Douglas. We have Cedric, we have Sam, and we have Susan here, and we are talking about Blog Beats The Coming. And I'm excited to talk about what's going on here and the changes that is coming to the interwebs and just the powerful way you can use a blog. This blog, I'm just going to call it the mobile blogging, the true mobile blogging, and that's just using the cell phone to connect with people around the world with a simple blog. And Susan and I were talking in the pre-chat here about some potential clients that can be using this, and me and Susan both agreed. And I'm Cedric. You work with a car dealership. I'm sure you can agree also.
Yep.
That you can use this mobile blogging system to help clients that are in a professional organization, such as a car dealership, attorneys, plumbers, lawyers. Doctors. There's just so many different people out there that can use this, just to build up local clientele. Real estate agents, I've been doing some experiments with real estate to see, how I can just dominate the traffic and stuff. And I'm really excited about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you share the mic with you guys, and just give your 50 cents, if you will, or your thoughts about your input about the new blog beats coming.
I, for one, I'm extremely excited about it because the main thing is I used to be tied to the laptop, just trying to figure out WordPress and really just trying to how do I get the video in there just like the right size, because like I would notice on other blog sites you put a picture in and it takes up the whole page and then the words are in the middle. Seems silly, but that type of stuff is important to me. Like if I saw that on the page, I leave. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist. I like to have everything like in its place where it goes. But they've got the site to where once you write your content, you just post it like a Facebook post, like a Facebook status update, and you record your video and post it. And it's really simple. So for people that are doctors, lawyers, anyone that's a professional that has a profession, they don't have to focus and become a blogger just to blog and post their content up, and in that way they can go on and just do what it is they do on a normal basis and get the content out there, get the video out there, and just live life. They don't have to become a blogger. Like they don't have to go and learn HTML or any type of code or anything like that. That's what I'm most excited about because it can just bring their content to life, and especially for all those people that are doing all the the standard MLM, like Herbalife, Visalis, any of those type of people. They can really still focus on doing their home parties or doing whatever it is they want to do, and they could blog about it, shoot a video from the home party, and post it
right
online.
there at the home party, man. The video.
Yeah.
Just whoo.
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
I agree. I think a big part of what it does is it switches the focus to very much on the content. So you can, in the moment, you can get your content out there without being distracted with the background coding and placement and stuff. So how much more time and how much more content and value can you get out there, whether you're a professional or you're kind of on the artistic side of things or whatever. It opens the door and creates a whole new golden path.
Oh, absolutely. One thing I'm really excited is that I was watching this show. My wife's gonna crack up. But I was watching this show called something about preachers and stuff like that. And with these preachers, they have these organizations, and they preach and stuff like that. But the cool thing about it was I was looking at that, like how many members that they had and their wealth status and stuff like that. It's very interesting that these guys were millionaires. I don't think they're multi-millionaires, but they're millionaires. They made millions of dollars and stuff preaching and stuff like that. But one thing I noticed is that their member count, like when it said like their membership for their congregations and stuff like that, one had 2,000, one had 4,000, and they were very, relatively okay. They're large for a church organization, but when you look at it from a business standpoint, very, very small. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
As far as 1,000 to 2,000 members or 4,000 members, it's not really a big organization. However, these preachers are, getting paid for their, pastoring and stuff. But one thing I noticed is this: is like if you had that same amount of members, in the Empower Network at the $125 level, you realize that's like $3 million a year. Isn't that sick?
You'd be killing it.
That is insane. If you had three, hey Sam, if you had
hey, there you are.
Hey, if you had like I said, I think it was 2,000. I'm gonna do some math here. I'm gonna bring up my math on my calculator here. Hold on, I'll do a screen share. If this thing works, it's not working. Okay, it's not working. I don't know what's up with it. But anyways, on the calculator here, it says, okay, so we're gonna do the simple math. So you have 125, which is a blog in the inner circle. You just times that times 2,000. It's 250,000 a month. Isn't that insane? That's just insane. I think it's insane. What do you guys think?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I decided I was going to go for a walk while we were doing this today, see how this works on my phone, but it wasn't working there for a minute, but now it seems like it is. But so what are we talking about? Sorry, I missed a few minutes.
It's okay. She's doing the mobile blogging. I think Sam is up to something.
That's right. This is the mobile business, right, guys? So you can have a business and take a walk too.
We're talking about the blog beast is coming, the second coming.
Right
well,
on.
not the second coming. I mean the coming. The first coming. Version 3.0 won't come to next week.
And how it
That's
opens
funny.
the door to put your content out there as you go, and then here you pop on here and you're proving it. That's so cool.
Exactly, right? I didn't even plan it that way. I just thought, it's nice and sunny out today, and I'm going to go for a walk, and I want to see if I can do this hangout while I was doing a walk, because I thought that would be more fun that way. So I have no idea how well I'm staying in the camera, but because it's so bright out here, I can't even see the face of my phone. But, let me know if I'm like, if all you see is sky. Say, hey.
You're doing a Dave Wood that you got the skinny thing going on, but it's all good.
Oh, wait, I can turn it. Let's see. How about this?
Uh-oh. We lost you. It messed up the whole connection.
That's better.
It's all good. There it goes. It was working for a second. It showed you like when you turned it sideways. Not right now.
So now you can't see me at all?
Yeah.
No, we can hear you though.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
You know what
All
this
right.
demonstrates as well?
So go ahead, Susan.
This demonstrates as well that the culture and the connection that we have within this community, because we hang out every week on here, and Samantha didn't know what we were talking about, but we're all thinking the same. We're all like in the same conversation essentially. That's cool.
That very cool. I mean that is just like I'm jealous. I'm gonna have to go
I think
do
it's too bright out here. I can't see what I'm doing. That's the only problem.
Oh,
Can you hear
you're
me now?
fine. You're fine.
How about now?
Yeah.
Why is it doing that? That's so
You're
weird.
working. It's working well.
I'm working.
It's all good though. I think I'm digging this. I'm totally digging this, like mobile.
There we go. I think you can see me now, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I forgot to put my sunglasses on. All right, I'm gonna walk back and get my sunglasses. It's too bright out here.
No, that's crazy for a Google Hangout. Hey, hold on, guys. I'm just gonna get my just maintain. I gotta go get my sunglasses because it's too bright out.
That's right. I gotta go get my sunglasses, man. Hey, you can see this cool park that we're staying in with all these awesome campers and stuff. So that's kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Since I can't see the screen because it's so bright, I don't even know where the little mute button is. So if you get a bunch of feedback from me, mute me out, okay? Of course, then I forgot how to unmute myself, but...
I can mute you, Sam. Don't worry about it. If you want me to mute, just let me know.
Well, it depends on how things are coming through on your end because it's a little breezy. So
No, you're
I don't
fine.
know.
It's fine.
Let me know.
You're like a news reporter on the scene,
That's right. Maybe I should be doing something like that. Be like, hey, here we are out at the campground in Columbus, Georgia. And it's bright and sunshiny outside, even though they said that we were going to have a hurricane, but we apparently didn't. So it's sunshiny instead.
Wow.
It looks beautiful there. It looks just like where I live, except for how it would have been about 6 weeks ago in weather-wise. But the background, the trees look exactly the same as my country.
Yeah, exactly. I woke up this morning thinking it was going to be cold. You know, it kind of was for a few minutes, but as soon as the sun came out, I'm sitting here thinking, gosh, I need to take this shirt off, this extra shirt off, and you know, get rid of the extra heavy weight. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you down for just a moment while I figure out where my sunglasses are. So I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to point you at the
That's
sky.
awesome.
So you can see something good. No, all you see is the awning. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. So man, guys, this is crazy how we didn't plan it this way, but it's the mobile blogging like just coming to light. I'm really interested just to see how this, you know, I want to test this bad boy out. You know what I'm saying? I want to play around with it. You know, I mean, it's not, you know, enough talk already. Just give me the toy, because we get to see it starting this weekend, right?
You're gonna be here in California?
No, I won't be. I'm gonna be in Orlando. I'm going to Orlando.
Oh, okay. And it's
Well,
at the same time, though, right? Orlando and Anaheim, or is it like?
No, Orlando's the last one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's the two middle ones, Dallas and what's the other one?
Washington D.C.
Yeah, or those ones are at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to go over to the official timeline and see what's going on here. So I'm gonna have to go over there. But I mean, it's just really cool, man. Just local clients and stuff. I mean, bringing them on board. You know, I mean, giving them. And then here's the one cool thing about it is that they can have the education that, you know, that most people don't get. Like when they buy a website, web hosting or something like that, especially a blog, there's no education. You know, there's no community to support you in a small business. Here's what I was thinking when I was talking to that my attorney client that's going to come on board as a client. Was I was telling her, I said, tell my wife as we was driving in the car, I was like, man, here's a cool thing, is that not only is she's going to be, you know, she's going to be a paid client having a really good blogging system that, you know, she can do mobile, but she can have a support of somebody who knows internet marketing, you know what I'm saying, and be a part of the internet marketing community. That benefit alone is huge. How many times have you seen out there where, how many times have yourself, you've been out there where you go get a website and you get the hosting and all that stuff, and you don't know what to do? Where's your support? You call tech support, the tech support says, okay, this is how you do it. But how do I market? Oh, man, you got to go buy, you know, you got to go, just go buy some traffic from Yahoo. Say again?
Figure it out on your own. That's what you generally have to do.
Exactly. You go figure it out on your own and stuff. And how many times, you know, have you just been left out there? Like you know, Yahoo hosting and stuff. I had to figure that stuff out. I had to hire a guy. Man, I think I paid that guy a couple grand just to teach me on Yahoo, you know, to transfer my store from I don't know, so from this one platform to this feed type platform. That cost a couple grand to do that. I mean, but this guy was like the #1 seller on Yahoo and stuff like that. I mean, he was making a lot of money. Cool guy, man. But you didn't really have that community. Go ahead.
You ended up having to pay somebody to show you how to do it or do it for you, right?
Right. But here's the thing, though. That was only a one-time thing. And, you know, after that, you know, I didn't really have that consultant. You know, he went on to the next guy and stuff like that. So the beautiful benefit about this is that I know that the more you succeed with your business, the more people that you're going to bring to the same blogging platform. So there's an incentive for me to help you out. Okay, and then when I do recommend the specialized training on how to mindset for your business, which is like you were just saying, Cedric, plus one of the 15K, and you have the different variation, different lessons in the 15K and the masters and the Costa Rica incentive, and then the personal development in the inner circle, which you have is just assortment of properties that can really help a small business owner. I'm gonna pass the mic.
Yeah, I just wanted to touch on what you were saying about as far as the hosting account and getting, you know, a little bit of just calling support. It's funny, a friend of mine, he wanted to build his own blog, and I told him about the Empower blog, and he he had already committed the other route because he had already paid for it. He's like, well, let me see what's going on with this because I've already paid for all that stuff. I said, all right, you know, like stuff out. And we're at work, and he's trying to set it up in the other office, and I hear him on the phone with the people, whoever he's got his hosting with, and they're telling him to do all these things that he doesn't understand, doesn't get. He's like looking at the phone sideways. I'm like, I told you, man. That's kind of what you get. You know, you paid this route, and then once his website was online and he finished and you look at it, didn't have any functionality to it. Just not a good look, you know. And that's the main thing with that people don't understand. They look at other websites online. They think that they're going to look like that. You don't know what that person had to go through to get it to look just like how it looks right now. And that's the beautiful thing about what we offer with the Blog Beast. It's literally plug and play.
Right.
Literally, you sign up.
Yeah.
Right.
Plug
They're
in your
coming out.
content. And it's done.
Yeah, exactly. Some platforms or some templates that are offered on WordPress are coming out with responsive themes. And what that means is you can set up your theme and it's supposed to respond better, whether it's opened on a desktop, a laptop, an iPad, or a phone, a mobile. But they still don't quite work that way, and there's a lot of coding, and you have to think differently about what you put on there. So, yeah, the plug-and-play concept is brilliant.
Yeah.
Hey, how cool.
Uh-oh. Lost her. What is it? Is that a little house?
No, little churchy thing in our campground. I thought it was kind of cool. I have the option to switch the camera from front to back while we're on the Hangout. How cool is that?
That's
That is
cool.
That is cool.
Now I got to figure out how to switch it back. Where's the thingy? There it is. There I am. That was a cool
Can you imagine that? She's going to be able to do this walk every day, talking to her phone, do the video, and then when she gets home, just write a little piece of content that may take like 5 minutes and be done with the blog. Get
That's right. You know, I've been really kind of, you know, since they said it was going to, you know, go mobile and we're going to be able to do this directly from our phone, you know, that's a big mind shift, really, when you think about it. If you've been working online for any amount of time, you've been working from your laptop or desktop or whatever, and now all of a sudden you're going to have this opportunity to be able to work entirely from your phone if you want to. And that for me has been kind of a big mind shift, because I'm like, okay, I'm just still trying to, you know, play around on my phone and figure out what I can and can't do. And you know, but the great thing is that, you know, all I really need to do is just kind of do a video and then upload it, you know, maybe write a little paragraph or something like that, and I'll be ready to go. But I just think it's so cool because, you know, before I felt like, okay, you know, I'm trapped behind my desktop, you know, and I switched from that to being on a laptop, which gave me a lot more flexibility, you know, being on the road and RVing and all that kind of thing. And now, literally, here I am doing my business as I'm going for a walk in this beautiful park-like setting. I mean, I don't know if you can see all this behind me. This is where I go for a walk every day. Now I can do this just straight from my phone and keep on going in my business and not have to stop. And I can stop if I want to. You know? I mean, it's just kind of like, it gives you so much flexibility. It's just so much fun. That's what I love about it.
It's almost like you can smell the pine trees back there, Sam.
Oh yeah, it is.
You know, I every time I go down to Buena Vista, which is just across the bridge, you know, from you, you know, so to speak, across the highway. My grandma lives over there, and a lot of my cousins down that way. And whenever I come to Georgia, I mean, as soon as you know come into Georgia and you come down that way, it's so beautiful and majestic where you have the pine trees, just like acres and acres and acres of pine trees and stuff like that. It's just really beautiful, you know. And it's amazing that you're able to capture that and just do that on the mobile.
I know, right? You know what's interesting to me is I didn't really. I mean, we spent some time in Georgia off and on over the years, but it's just been very minimal. And since we've been here, and the seasons are supposed to be changing, you know. I mean, I woke up and I thought, okay, you know, it's going to start being cold now. And I look at the forecast, and it's actually supposed to be like 90, and I'm like, wow, it's October, and it's 90. What an odd feeling. But it's cool because then I get more outdoor time before I start having to feel like I have to hibernate, which is what I was feeling in Indiana from this time until spring. I feel like I have to hibernate because I don't like being outside in the cold. So,
Sam, are you
now,
poking fun at me because I still live in Indiana? Are you poking fun at me?
I'm not poking fun at you. I am just so happy to be in a situation where, I've gotten myself completely free of living in like one place. I can live wherever I want, so I can follow this beautiful weather. And of course, like right now, we're just having a good time in Georgia, and we're just going to stay here until we feel like going someplace else, and that's the coolest thing. So, and now I'm going to be so mobile that I can do whatever I want. So it's going to be fun just experimenting with the different things that you could do from your mobile from this point forward, versus the traditional online business where you're, sitting at your computer all the time. And now I'm like, okay, well, I need to get up and go do something just so I can put it on my blog, right?
Right. Man, just beautiful.
If I was envious, I'd be green right now because I'm way up in Saskatchewan, Canada. It's getting kind of cold here.
Oh, man, I saw somebody posting snow on their deck yesterday or earlier this morning, and I was like, yikes, so glad I'm in Georgia.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's the weather I'm used to is hot weather. It was 90 degrees yesterday. Maybe it was like 92, 93.
Man.
We wanted to cool off though here.
Where are you? You hear me? Did I lose you?
No, we hear you.
Okay, where are you?
Cali, Southern Cali.
Oh, right on. It's getting hot out there too, huh? Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Man, so all right, so let's talk about we know about the blog beats and stuff, and we know about what's coming. So I mean, let's go ahead and continue to highlight. Like Susan, you were talking about some things here right before the call about some things that I know you're saying some of them top secret, but things that you can disclose, you can unclassify for us about how you plan to use the blog beast and what's how you think it can affect your business.
It's already affected my business in the way that I kind of knew it was coming. I had the mindset in place because of where the search engines were going and just the way people were engaging online, and that's exactly what we're doing here, the human engagement, the cultivation of relationships, because for too long it was all about text. It was very digital, and it was about like text digital messages. And so I think what that did for that length of time, everybody was excited about this huge, vast growth of information available on the internet, but because it was a little more impersonal and not very many people were doing video, and this kind of video engagement wasn't happening. So then it's almost like it starved people from the human side of things. And then now that's kind of just exploding right now. And the cool thing about being in a community like this with Empower Network is they're engaging and embracing the concept exponentially, right? So in the last week, not every single one of my kind of core focused blog posts, but most of my content that is my key compelling content already jumped in traffic. And so it's going to even go further than that with the accessibility of the blog beast.
Wow, that's just truly amazing, man. That's just crazy. Now, I'm gonna pass the mic over to Cedric because there's a question I want to ask you. Said, when you were before the blog beast, you had talked about, working at a car dealership. You were kind of stomping the traffic and stuff for your car dealership, giving some advice as far as how they can better their dealership and whatnot. Coming with the blog beast for salespeople, salesmen of cars and stuff, bring in business because you guys are paid on a commission basis. I don't know if you're a salesman or not, but being a commissioned salesman that's out there working, how could he enhance his business by having a blog and working at a car dealership?
Well, I'll tell you this. Most salespeople, the reason why they're salespeople, because they're lazy. So most salespeople aren't going to blog. But the internet sales managers, those are the people who are a little bit more driven and tech savvy. So they're going to be all over it.
So what okay, like explain on an internet sales manager, like
okay,
how could they use it?
How what?
Yeah, go ahead, explain who they are and then how they could benefit from this blog beast.
Okay, a salesperson is someone who sits outside generally that comes out and greets you. That's a salesperson. He's kind of more focused on watching the lot, see who drives up, right? That's
right.
a salesperson.
Right.
The internet manager, or a smart salesperson who's driven and a smart salesperson who doesn't like just depending on the traffic that drives up, because most of those people are hard to deal with. They've got their defenses way up. You know, they think that the salesman's going to take advantage of them, and he can literally be the nicest guy in the world, but they give him the business already because they don't know him. But the people who are smart will get behind a blogging system. They'll do video. Like most internet managers now, they do, you know, walk-arounds around the car and post it on YouTube, and they try to market it that way so that people come in and see them. This is going to take that way beyond the next level, because they can go out, they can shoot a video on a vehicle, they can even personalize it. If a customer had just came in that they got done working with, they can personalize it, say, hey, Tom, here's a vehicle again. I know you have to go show your wife. You know, here's all the benefits about it. Send it directly to him, and it's in a blog. Other people can come in that's doing research on that car, see him, and then they notice, oh, you know what? He lives in Scottsdale, and I'm up here in Orlando. Maybe, you know, a 2-hour drive, but it might be worth going to go see someone that I know, someone that I've made a connection with through video. Because customers are willing to drive if they feel like they know someone at the dealership and they feel like they can get a better deal. So that's really what's going to be powerful about the blog beast. And you won't have 25 guys tied up in one office. The salespeople now can sit outside, blog about it from their phones, and let the world see it. You know,
you talk about, because I seen on that, you were talking about that Corvette model that's coming in, right? Or something. 2013, was it 2014 Corvette? You said is coming.
Oh, the Stingray.
The Stingray. Yeah. The Stingray. Yeah. Well, I seen that on your Facebook post. You said, you know, I'm gonna be busy now or something like that. And so if you take that, for example, that's Corvette Stingray, and say, hey, we only have a limited quantity. Here's the truck. Here's the last one being loaded, but it's already sold. You need to get in, get it now. And then what they could do is they can email that blog post to people, and then people can comment. They can see the comments of people commenting, oh, man, can you tell me about this feature? All right, let me go run back out there, and I'll post another video and another link, right? And then that interactivity, as human beings, we love interaction, but we hate when somebody else gets our deal. So with that interaction, people can see it like creates a like this feed, or what they call it, feeding frenzy. It's like, oh my goodness, I got to get it before somebody else, and just bam, the cars are sold much faster because of this. The community inside that blog post. Man, it's slick, dude. Holy cow, man.
And you know what?
Only gets one. So that's the beautiful part.
Exactly.
Go ahead. I was going to say something. Well, go ahead, Susan.
This will just be quick, but the key behind exactly that excitement that you guys are talking about, you know what that breaks? The first thing that Cedric mentioned about the leery customer.
Yes.
And that's their fear, right? They're afraid of being scammed out of money, and they're afraid of being taken, like, you know, charged too much. And yet they want it. They want to buy it, but they're afraid. So this breaks through that fear and creates the relationship. That's exciting.
Yep.
It is exciting. Here's one thing. Here's one thing that I just, oh my goodness, this is nuts, guys. This is nuts. What I'm about to say right now is going to just change Black Friday forever. Imagine this. Imagine this. You are, I mean, you don't even have to be an Amazon. I mean, I should say, you can be an Amazon affiliate, right? You can go to the local store and say, this is what's on sale at Black Friday at Target, right? And you can blog about it at Target, put it on blog posts, and then get that instant traffic from your local market just dominate for Black Friday. And let's say, okay, that's just blogging about the product that you're seeing at Target, right? Just talking about it. Hey, I'm at Target, and this is what's on sale, blah, blah, blah. Then You go to Amazon, you put your affiliate link in there, and now you're making some additional money from that product that's on Amazon affiliate. And then for everybody else out there, like, man, how does this guy do it?
Dirty little ninja trick.
Yeah, and then you close them with the Empower Network. Learn how I just made $1,000 on Black Friday from just shopping. You know what I'm saying? And it's just doing some mobile. You just do it all from mobile and stuff. That is insane.
I can't believe you exposed my plan.
Oh man, I'm sorry. This video will be taken down on Black Friday. Nobody will know.
Great. That's funny, guys. That's awesome. No, that's a great idea. I can only imagine that, you know, the things that are going through people's mind right now when they're thinking about all the things that they do between now and the holidays, and how they can just do what they normally do and then earn income just because they're, you know, they're sharing what they're doing on their blog from their phone, you know, why they're doing it. I mean, how cool is that? I had never even thought about that, but that's a great idea.
I mean, just so many different ways you can spin this thing. This is insane. It's this whole blog beats, man. I understand why Dave called it the blog beats, because, man, I haven't seen anything like this. I mean, like you guys said, we all talked about it. I use videos and stuff like that, and I know Susan's using videos, but videos, you know, Andy Jenkins said it a long time ago, videos are what sales are made out of. Why? Why are videos so powerful in the integration on the blog? Number one, the reason why videos are so powerful is because a little thing that started, I want to say, prior, in the 70s, you want to say, when they started with the, when they just started, no, man, I think it was the 1950s in black and white, when they started with commercials on, you know, on the G.I. Joe and all these different products, you know, the bake, you know, the what do you call that thing? The bakeries, those the ovens, easy bake ovens. Yes, that's where it started, and then it evolved. So over, you know, it's kind of in our DNA now. Ever since TV came out, that we kind of evolved, and whatever is on TV, we're like you know, like the old bug in the light. We're like, you know, we got to see what it is, especially if it's hot. And so Andy Jenkins said, when it comes to videos are like the #1 way to sell any type of product, and it could be anything. It could be, you know, I got a video I'm gonna do about some secret stuff here, but anyways, but you could take a simple product. You know, let's just say I'm gonna take this nutcracker off my desk that my daughter got me in 2010. You know, and you take this nutcracker. Okay, let me put it back in frame here. You take this nutcracker, for example. Now, right now, it's not particularly, you know, a hot item, but as Christmas comes around, what do people generally eat around Christmas time? Walnuts and some type of nuts that they need to what? Nutcracker. But do they usually, you know, usually people just keep it as, you know, as a holiday item. You know what I'm saying? They just keep it for, you know, for momentum and stuff like memento and stuff. But let's say, for example, that nutcracker was a really hot item, right? And you're at the Christmas tree. Oh my goodness! I just got this nutcracker, and it was just the best thing ever happened to it because my kids gave it to me on Christmas. You got to check this out, and you send it out to your list, and people are like, man, you really opened up your home. You really shared your life with me, and you know, I'm just really fortunate to be on your list. And they join your business, or they get a blog and say, you know what? Just that one video gave me an idea how I can market my business. I don't have to do all the you know, the hardcore coding or anything that fancy stuff. I can just take a simple picture, write about it on my phone, and post it. And the site looks good. It's not going to, you know, just because I post something, it's not going to go sideways or something. Because I've done that before on some sites. You post something and it goes sideways or crooked, or the graphics are all ugly and stuff. This way, man, you take a picture, you blog, you take a video, you blog about it right there, right on the spot, and people can see it. You can send it out to people. I just think that's amazing. Sorry.
That's all good.
And it goes back to what they were saying, or what Susan was saying earlier, because it's so simplified that you just post your video and you write your content instead of having all these different headline tags and you know, bold tags and meta tags and all these different things. Because like Susan was just explaining to us, that Google's not ranking people like that anymore. You know, you don't need all that stuff now. They're looking at social engagement, and that's what we're going to focus on now is social engagement by posting that video and getting likes and shares.
Absolutely.
Heck yeah. Hey, so guys, let's talk about something else for just a minute. You know, we've kind of talked about the traditional, you know, businesses and sales. We've talked about using our or blog creatively by, you know, making Amazon sales because you're just out doing whatever you're doing. Let's talk about people who are in, say, multi-level marketing companies and how they could take advantage of using this blogging platform to make more sales in their business and sponsor more people. What's everybody's thought on that?
I would go ahead.
Oh, I'll just chime in real quick. Just basically, that's been my target focus is on those people, is going after people in Visalis, Herbalife, World Financial Group, any of those type of companies. And over time, I'm just showing them with my videos and with my blog posts. Like I keep sharing that stuff with them, and I talk to them one-on-one and show them, like, look, I'll give you an example. One of my friends is in Herbalife, and they do what's called it's a workout. I forget the Herbalife term for it, but they get a bunch of people in a park and they all work out together, and the majority of those people aren't on their team. But them going all the time will eventually get them on their Herbalife team and get them to buy the product and work out with them and all that stuff, because they're training them to be health coaches. And what I've been showing them is, look, do that, but have someone record it on video at the same time, post it up on YouTube, get a blog about it. You're going to attract more people that can work out with you online because they just can't meet you in person. They don't live here in Riverside, California. Maybe they live in Minnesota. You'll attract more people that way. So that's been my focus as far as, you know, how to get people in regular MLM into, you know, the blog beast, because this is something they can definitely use.
And also the availability and the access to have constant or frequent contact with each other keeps the momentum going. So they can interact back and forth with each other so much easier, whether it's, yeah, something like that towards the health side, or the other MLMs that will focus on stats and numbers and such like that. You're communicating back and forth so easily on mobile would just increase their business exponentially. So they should definitely, I think it would improve all of the MLMs.
You know, on a diet company, I mean, this is like a no-brainer. If you have a diet company, any type of diet, Visalis, Herbalife, Weight Watchers, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're affiliated, P90X that you get as a CPA offer. Let me just, I want you guys to listen to this real quick. Here it is. Get somebody that's faithfully using the product. Get their before and after. I mean, some really cool, loyal customers, right? And document their journey. Say, hey, how would you like to become an internet celebrity? Okay, how can I do that? I want you to take video and then tell me what you think. Okay, tell me what you think about the product as you're progressing through the stages. Okay, you can do a once a week video. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to be a burden. You know what I'm saying? Once a week video documenting your journey. If you complete this journey in 6 months, I'll give you, you know, $150 or something like that, right? Now, here it is. You have somebody, a documented journey every single week, right? That's documenting their journey by video, and they're posting. Because I think with the Empower new blogging system, you can have admins on there and they can post content on there. I do with the new blog beast coming on. So here's what it is: you hire somebody that's taking the product and they're documenting their journey. They're posting this content on there. It's hands-free. And you can go back in there and edit, put your little buttons on there, join the Empower Network or whatever at the time, okay? And then here it is. Now that person, right? That person that's using the product is a live testimony for that product, right? So now you go back to that Herbalife person and say, hey, look, you know, hey, now that you have documented your journey, okay, I'm gonna give you an option. You can use this video to sell more of your product. You can use these blog posts to sell the product and talk about your journey, or, okay, you can just become an affiliate with the Empower Network, and you can use this content on your own, okay, and you can build your business, and you can build your clientele in the local market. What do you mean by local? Well, look at Google right now and go look at that last video that you posted. Let's just go take a look at it real quick. You know, Sean Jones loses 13 pounds in South Bend, Indiana. What do you see? That's me. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a client that uses the product, and a loyal user of the product, of the blogging platform product, and they also have a testimony of their business using Herbalife or something. That's just one example that I just came up with. Right?
That works, man. I think that's the right approach versus trying to pitch them. is you kind of walk them through it. That works. I like that.
Just demonstrate it.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
Next
You know,
time.
how many times have we heard the saying or phrase or whatever you want to call it, where, you know, when people know, like, and trust you, that's when they want to buy from you or they'll do business with you. And that is the power of, you know, having a Power Network blog, is because it becomes very, very easy for you to help people get to know you, help people get to like you, and help people get to trust you, because, you know, when they learn to get to know you by reading your blog posts, when you share your expertise in whatever industry that you happen to be in. So if you're in Herbalife, or you're in Pampered Chef, or you're in, you know, prepaid legal, or you're in any number of those multi-level marketing companies, you're learning as you go, because when you first plug in, you learn about the products, you learn about the plan, you learn about all these different things, and you can share that information on your blog. Then the next step is that you're going to use those products. You share your story of your journey of using those products, and you share the stories of people that are using those products as well. And so then you start to get more and more stories pulled together, and that becomes then social proof. So people get to know you because you're sharing knowledge. They get to like you because they see your personality on camera and they see you online on a regular basis. And then they begin to trust you because they see other people having success with exactly what you're teaching. And that threefold thing is what actually helps people become attracted to you, because we all hear about attraction marketing. Well, that's how it's done, is getting people to know, like, and trust you. And once that happens, then it becomes...
Oh.
Oh, man.
He's dropping gold bars.
I know, man. And that just happened. You gotta love technology. When you're doing something mobile, man, the cell phone signal drop. You can have everything else taken care of with the cell phone signal drop. You're screwed. Oh man. Good stuff there. She'll probably jump on here just back in a second. Just a second.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, this whole I mean, it just changes the game the way from online. I mean, I'm sorry, an offline storefront, just the local, you know, and you hear about like American Express around the holidays. I think it's the Saturday after Black Friday. American Express does a special, and it's called Small Business Day, and then where they encourage everybody to do their shopping for that one day at a local store versus going not like a mom and pop store versus going to like a major manufacturer. And American Express does that, and that'd be a perfect day to talk to small business owners. I mean, it would be good to talk to them now about that day coming up. So when American Express launches that, they have enough content online that they can engage local people. Sam, go ahead. You're dropping gold wires there, man.
Right. Okay, so I was talking about, you know, when people get to know, like, and trust you, that's when they want to buy from you. You know, and I shared in a video just not too long ago, basically this exact principle, and I actually shared some examples of how small businesses could do this. But since we've been talking about multi-level marketing, I want you to just really think about, you know, everybody likes to buy. They just don't like to be sold, right? But what they want is they want to buy from people that they trust, and they will generally do that with people that they know. And as they get to know you, because you're posting all the time on your blog, you're showing videos, they get to know you, they see proof and all of those different things, they're going to prefer to buy from you because they know you versus some other random person who maybe just has an advertisement online or an advertisement in the paper, or maybe they get a cold call from being on some kind of leads list or something like that. You know, if somebody really wants to be in business for themselves, they're going to search out for the people that they already know who are in that business or in a similar business. So the more that you do it, the more that you're going to attract more and more people, and that's just such a powerful thing. And, you know, and if you are in a traditional business, you know, just like we've talked about sales, you know, and in my video recently I talked about how a pet salon owner would use the same principle of the know, liking, and trusting, and, you know, in order to share more about their business and attract local business. And like Clinton, he loves to talk about, you know, attracting that local market business. And when you start sharing these different, you know, types of advice and testimonials and you know, just things about yourself, and you connect that with your local market search terms, people are going to find you. And you know, just because you happen to be in their area, because what happens with the way that Google is set up is that if you are in somebody's circle or somebody's in your circle, they're going to find that information from you first, and that also connects you with local people as well, because, you know, how often do you get like these little suggestions of who you should be friends with, and it turns out that it's somebody in your local area. Well, that's part of how this all works. So I don't know, what are your thoughts on all that?
I'm gonna pass the mic because I know I've been tearing it up here. I'm gonna go Susan or Cedric.
Well, you know what? I did some testing with local marketing, like especially through like YouTube, and you're absolutely right. Like when you can use, because you can use those as keywords, like Riverside, California, or you know, I forget what city it is you live in, but you can use that as a keyword, and you will rank over major you know websites. Like I'm talking like you know like Nike or something. You can literally I set up a blog post about a Chevy Silverado Z71, and I put in a keyword, you know, Riverside, California. And one of our competitors, I work for Sing, which is in Riverside, but one of our major competitors, they own 9 dealerships, and they're in Moreno Valley. I used Moreno Valley as a keyword, and it actually outranked their entire dealership for my video. So, I mean, the local marketing is, you know, it's incredible because Google sees that, you know, when you're looking for something locally, if it's, you know, got enough weight to it, it's going to outrank a bunch of different things that you wouldn't normally outrank. And that's how people will find you. But people that are in normal, just everyday MLM, they don't know this. You know, we're just trying to share that information with them. You know, so I believe that the strategy that you're teaching here, getting people to know, like, and trust you by you taking the first steps and doing it locally, they'll be attracted to you. And then, like you said, Clinton, you have them, you know, tell their testimony, and then you just Google them and you show them the results. They're going to be floored. They're going to be floored. So, and to add one other thing, we don't have to be in front of our laptop to show them. We can just pull out our phone and just show them and do it, you know. And we, like, remember last time I was here, I did this on my phone, and now I'm here again, and I do it from my phone, and this is something you can do too. So I think it's awesome.
That's right. That's right. You know, and I do want to kind of just give a couple of examples. You know, I don't know, throw a business out there, some random business. Throw a business out, and let's come up with some just examples of how you can do just know, like, and trusting.
Well, we were talking last week about restaurants, about how the owner or somebody that has a vested interest in that restaurant could go around and ask permission for somebody at the table that's enjoying their food and just do a little interview. And it's live. You can see the food. You can see the happy customer. And that's total live, know, like, trust, and get into that craving of that food looks great. I have to go eat there now.
Yes, that's exactly right, Susan. That is so powerful. How many times do we watch TV shows where it's like Man versus Food, or Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, or, you know, those travel channel things where they show all these restaurants from around the world? What do? First, they talk a little bit about the food. Then they interview the owners. And what do they talk about when they talk to these owners? They want to know what your passion is. Why are you in business for yourself? What is it about pizza that made you decide to open up this super awesome pizza restaurant, or whatever kind of restaurant it is, right? So you get to know the owners, learn their passions, and then you see the food, and then you see what else? What's the other thing? You see all these happy customers that are in the restaurant enjoying the food. They interview you can do the exact same thing for your business. And you just, you know, when you go and you have a happy customer, you have one of your employees come up with their cell phone, and you go as the manager and you talk to the people that are sitting in the booth. You ask them what they think. Say, hey, we're going to put this on our blog. We're kind of doing a thing like Man versus Food or whatever. You can even say something like that. And hey, do you want to be famous on the web? You know, I mean, and the same thing we were talking about, how to make the different kinds of food, you know, because what happens, people see what you do, they like it, they get excited about it, and then they're sitting there going, gosh, I'm going to go travel to Columbus, Georgia so I can go to that cool restaurant over there, right? Yeah. And the people who are already in your local area, because you're using those local search terms, are going to find you automatically and learn something they didn't know about you and want to come there and meet you in person. So yeah, so I'm sorry I kind of cut you off, Susan, but it's just so exciting to me how this all works, and it's just, you know, they said in Power Network on one of the calls or something where, like, I think it was Lawrence Tam, he was talking about, you know, if you want to you know, generate income online, or if you just want to get famous on the web, you know, you can do that, and that's something right there that's just super powerful.
Yeah, either way, and to think about it, there is so many different reality shows. Oh,
Sorry.
There's so many different reality shows like that. Like there's the restaurant. I forget what that. There's one that she does. She travels around and tests out different. Actually, there's a few that do that. They go around and review and test different restaurants, and then there's the challenge reality shows, the music reality shows, and they all have a huge high ratings. Tons of people watch them, but they also have quite an expensive production cost, right? So you could do that on your own on a smaller scale and get a ton of views because you know that people like to watch that. It's reality. It's connecting with the realness of people. So whatever whatever angle, whether it's food or challenge or running on the beach or whatever it is, just tap into your own passion.
That's right. That's exactly right. And if you just look at, just in general, if you look at anything on television and you see that it's popular on TV, if it's popular on TV, it's going to be popular on the web. And if you can tap into that in some way, shape, or form, just that, you know, just that funness of it, then, you know, then you set yourself light years ahead of your neighboring businesses. I mean, think about that for just a minute. If you're watching one of those shows, like Man versus Food, just for an example, and he goes to one of these barbecue restaurants. Well, how many barbecue restaurants are there in your city? 30, probably, something along that lines. I don't know. It depends on how big your city is. But
you're in the South, Sam. That doesn't count.
Yeah. Okay. So if you saw one. If you saw one barbecue joint, you know, on TV, and then otherwise, say if you're looking at two, one's on one corner and one's on the other corner, and this one's been on TV and you've seen them on TV and you know the owners because you've experienced what they're like on television, are you likely to go and visit that place? Or are you going to go visit this unknown place that you've never heard of before? Exactly. I mean, it's a no-brainer. It's the one that you have experienced. You know the people because you've seen them on video, and the same holds true for any kind of business and any industry. It doesn't matter what it is, particularly if you're in the service industry. I mean, that's the biggest thing right there, because when you're in the service industry, you have a service that you provide for people because generally those people don't want to do it themselves, whatever it happens to be, whether it's carpet cleaning, whether it's you know, pest control, whether it's dog grooming, hair care, you know, any of those different things. There's, you know, people go to service professionals so they don't have to do it for themselves, but there is also a huge number of people who think that they want to do it for themselves, and so they're out there searching for information. They want to learn how to do it, and of course once they try it they realize, I can't do this, and they're going to come to whoever taught them how to do it in the first place, right? So if you are, say, you know, you're trying to treat your house for pest control, and you've seen this advice online from from the ABC Pest Control Company that's right down in your neighborhood, and they shared some tips and tricks for getting rid of fleas or whatever like that, but you still didn't get rid of the fleas. Who are you going to call to get rid of those fleas? You're going to call that company that gave you that information, right?
Right. Man, that's just so many ways, man. So many ways. But we're going to wrap up here because I know we all have things that we need to do. We need to get back to our blog beast mode. So here's the thing. I want to pass around. Start with Susan, then we'll come around Sam, and then to Cedric. Final thoughts here. Blog beast, the coming.
Final thoughts. I don't know. We've said so much. I'm just so content. This is the way it's supposed to be, and it's the way it's going to go, and I'm so excited.
Cool. Sam.
Okay, you know, the one thing that I have to say about this, of course, we've shared a bunch of tips on how you can use this platform. And as you may or may not know, the cart is closed right now because they're getting ready to transfer over to the new platform. So what you need to do right now is you need to click the link below this video, get on the early bird notification list, so as soon as we start rolling out some of this stuff, you'll be one of the first ones to be able to take advantage of it. And another thing is, if you're on that list, not only are you going to be able to be the first ones in, but you're also going to see it as it happens. And that is just going to be so much fun. So no matter what, get on the list. You know, that doesn't cost you anything. Just put your email in on the next page, and just get ready for the excitement. Keep your eyes on your inbox and just watch what happens, because it's going to be so much fun.
That.
Again, you know, just to beat a dead horse one more time, you'll actually, you know, have the time to be able to post your content on the go, like Sam's doing right now, shoot a video, and be done with it. I'm so excited because every day I would come home, and I try to do as many things as I possibly can to make it quick. Like, for instance, I record it on my phone. Like, I speak into it, use Siri, it types it out, then I copy and paste, right? I won't even have to do that. I can use Siri just to say the words, post it, film the video, done. I'm done at work in 15, 20 minutes, and I can move on to the next thing. I don't have to worry about shooting my blog for that particular day at home in front of a computer. I mean, that's just so, you know, phenomenal to me. And here's the extra special part. Since it's going to be happening live at the event, and I will be there because it's in Cali, so I can't wait, guys. I can't wait. It's going to be phenomenal. It's literally, Anaheim is 30 minutes from my house, so I cannot wait. Yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. Good deal there. I just want to say, man, my final thoughts is, let's just say this. I'm going to put this in the eyes of a local business, store owner, anybody. Let's say you had a good special, right? You're running a special that day, and you're looking to attract customers. Okay, so the first thing you would do, smart person would do, is you have, you know, chances are you open your doors and you have your customers that come in the door, right? And just say, hey, you know, hey, as a surprise to our customer, we're randomly selecting customers to give them a special discount and or free meal, free this, free that, just on random, because we're appreciating our customers. So you got to get down to our store. We're going to give you a free special complimentary gift if you're one of our random selected people. Okay? You got to get down right now in the next hour, right? And so here's what you do. You talk about that, and as customers come in, you take videos of them. Say, hey, you just been selected by us to get a free meal or a free gift. And as part of that, could you share this with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, and share your video on our brand new blog post here? Could you do that for us? And who wouldn't do that? You know, if they're coming in for a meal that they're expecting to pay because they're a patron, you know, they're coming to pay for a meal, or if they're coming to pay for a car, or you know, I know in dealerships you can't do that, but you know, you can't give away a free car, but you can do, you know, can offer some incentives for people to come in or something like that.
Absolutely.
Pricing, you know, and as people come in, you know, and you select them randomly, right? And you give them this, and then you say, hey, you know, can you share this blog post that we just did, this live video, and this post can you share with your friends and family, because you're famous now, you're on the internet. How many people would do that? They'd be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing for a small business. Here's the transparency here. Most people cannot afford a TV crew to do that. You have an internet platform right now with the Blog Beast that you become your own media empire. You don't have to hire an expensive television crew. You may need a little lighting, so have somebody follow you with an extension cord and one of those little hanger lights, right, so you can have proper lighting. But who cares? But here's the thing. Now you have live customers who are happy. They're feeding the frenzy because guess what? They're on the scene. People that are watching it, they are not there, and you have a viral content shared about your local business for that hour, possibly for the next several days, because people are excited that they get on the internet and they're on TV. You know what I'm saying? And their friends stuff. You know, viral sustainability. So that's my few cents, man. I just wanted to throw that in there, and I thank you guys, you know, my panelists, and we thank our viewers for watching this. We really hope you take advantage of this Blog Beast that's coming, because bottom line is this: it is going to revolutionize the way the business is done on the internet for local businesses.
I have one last thing to say.
Go ahead.
You know how people say don't miss the boat on this? as to say, like, don't miss an opportunity. This one isn't a boat. This one is like a rocket ship. So don't miss it. Don't miss it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Don't miss it. All right. So thank you so much. We enjoyed you. Come back next week because we're gonna have more updates.
Yeah, because we'll be using it.
Yes. That's right. We'll be using it.
Right? We get it right.
I can't wait for Halloween, man, and doing a blog beat on the streets. You know, with my kids and stuff, running around frantically. Well, I'll probably be in the car, but still.
You know what you should do? Every kid that comes in the door, you should do that. Like scare them and then put it up.
Ooh, interesting. We're gonna sing. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.
All right.
Bye.
See ya. Peace out.